Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to day 2 of our 5 days of Pilates mobility. Today we are tackling the ankle and the foot, trying to get mobility and movement into that ankle and those foot joints. Building a bit of stability with some of the exercises we have done in the past, but slowing them down and really working through the full range of movement of that ankle and foot. Please take this moment to subscribe right now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please pull up your mat and let's begin. For today's exercise, you are going to need a towel, but we will get to that just now. To begin with, we're standing with your feet hip-width apart, nice strong core, feeling as if you're lifting up towards the ceiling, and we're just going to walk it through. So if you don't know, you're going to bend your knee, bringing yourself up onto that toe, lifting yourself up, and bringing it down slowly. Just working through that ankle joint, warming it up before we begin anything more intense. Take it as slow as you can. So you want to press it up, stay in that position, and then roll over onto the other foot. Slowly does it. Really working through that ankle joint, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing it up, and down, and up, and down. You can give me 10 more of these, can't you? That's 9. Keep working. I hope that you all enjoyed the first day of the 5 days of Pilates mobility. So far I've seen people seem to really like it, which is awesome. And I hope that you'll like this one just as much. And I hope that you've had a good week so far. We have 3 more. That's 1. And 2. And 3. Now I want you to practice for me is to splay open the toes. So if you want to think about it, if your feet are sitting like this normally, I want you to open them up so they spread up onto the floor. So once you lift, open up the toes as much as you can, trying to really get them to splay out on the floor. And then just practice gripping through the floor and splaying the toes and gripping into the floor. So you want to lift the toes and grip. And lift the toes, spread them out on the mat as wide as you can get them. If you can get them that wide, that would be great. Just focus on squeezing and trying to grip through that floor. So if you think of it like that, as if you're gripping a ball. We're just trying to work a little bit of mobility into those toes, really trying to get them to open up so that they're not compressed and cramping. We'll do 5 more of those. So you want to splay it open, grip. Oh, a little click in my ankle there. And splay the toes and grip. If at any point it becomes too much, just take a break. There's no rush. Splay those toes, splay them, and grip. Really grip through that floor. We have 2 more. 2 more, ladies and gentlemen, and squeeze, bring it in. 1 more time, opening up those toes and squeezing them in, really like a claw, clawing at the floor. Same principle. You're going to need your towel now, and if you have done any of my ankle or footwork before, then you're definitely going to know this exercise. It was a new one I introduced not so long ago, but we're going to change it up slightly. So the first time I had you guys do it, we alternated trying to bring the towel into you as much as possible. What I want you to do this time is, you're going to use both the toes, both the feet at the same time, and just grip onto that towel. So you want to take it, grip it up, scrunch those toes up with the towel between the toes, holding on to it, then release. Gripping back up and release, gripping that towel, Squeezing it, holding it for maybe like 2-3 seconds and releasing. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, always keeping that core nice and strong, glutes activated, keeping yourself elevated. We want to always be supporting that lower back. So we're not hunched over, but we're nice and back, shoulders pressed back, core is nice and strong, nice and supported. Lower back is also supported. And we're still squeezing that towel between our toes. For any of you out there who are in shoes all day, maybe you work in a corporate office and you need to keep your shoes on all day, well, I should hope so, then this might be very good just to start relieving any tension that you may have built up into those toes. It may be quite difficult for you as well. Also for runners, I know for anybody who runs long distance, our feet can take a real pounding while we're out there on the road. And this really helps just to build strength into that foot, but also building flexibility and really helping to loosen them up. Squeezing that towel. Give me 5 more, ladies and gentlemen. Been talking so much. 5 more. It's 1 and 2. Squeezing it. Release. 3. Release. Squeeze it for 4. Release. Squeezing the towel again for 5. And release. Moving the towel over to the side. We are done. I just want you to tap. So let's go with your right foot. And I just want you to tap it down. 1, 2. And just keep tapping. What we're doing here is we're building strength into that ankle joint and into the shins. I'm sure you'll feel your shins starting to burn just a little bit. Give me 5 more on this foot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving over to the left foot. It's a little bit easier on this one. You might find that the one ankle is a little bit stronger than the other one. Remember to always keep yourself nice and strong. Through the core, through the back, through the body. Just tapping. Give me 5 more. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Why don't you now? We've done this one before. It's just a little bit of a rock, so you're coming up onto your toes. And going back onto your heels. And onto your toes. And up onto your heels. We're doing it very slowly. Bring it down, really trying to get full movement through that joint, through every little muscle and every little bone in that foot. Using it all to stabilize ourselves, bringing it up and back. Oh, I can feel all that tension starting to leave. Whoop, don't fall. And up. And back. And up. And back. One more time and up. And back. You're going to open your feet up into a nice V, bringing it up, rolling it forward, twisting it forward, should I say, twisting it back to V, and coming down. Strong core, strong glutes. Up, twist it forward, twist back, and down. Try and do it as slow as you can. Might be easier on a bit of a smoother surface. There, down, in, there. So you remember, up, twist forward, twist back to V, and down. And try and keep your heels together whenever you come into the V. So you're going up, twist forward, twist back until your heels touch, bringing it down. Give me 3 more of those. Up, center, back, and down. It's a little bit harder when you're on the floor, when you're on the mat, because it gives you a lot of grip, which you kind of don't want. You actually want to be able for the toes to slide a bit and allow you to move there without any grip or any resistance. Back into V and down. Let's bring it down to the floor, ladies and gentlemen, for some classic moves here. What I want you to do is, your feet are out in front of you, strong core holding you up, nice and supported in the lower back. And we're just going to do a bit of pointing and a little bit of flexing. So you're going to point your toes, feeling a lovely stretch through those toes, and flexing your toes up, pointing them down, and flex, and point, and flex, and point. Keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very important exercise. This point, and flex, point, and flex. Give me 10 more. I know you can do it. Now, I'm sure a lot of you who have done Pilates for, I don't know, for quite a while, you might not have worked so much on the ankle and the foot. But for me, like I've said in some of my previous videos, I think it's one of the most important things to start on, because it's the foundation to a lot of moves. And also, if there is any weakness in the ankle or in the foot, it can cause knock-on effects throughout the rest of the body. I think we have 5 more. So let's keep on going. Flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex. But also you can feel when you're doing this, you're not only working this part, but you're also working all the way through here as well, because it's all interconnected. Point, and flex. Give me 3 more. 2. Smile, ladies and gentlemen. 1. Point, and flex. Scrunching up the toes. The front, scrunch them up as hard as you can go. Holding it, and release. Scrunching the toes together. Really try and get all the toes compressed together. Hold it, and release. Gonna do 5 more of those. Squeeze. And on your out breath, release. Squeeze on your in breath. Three more. Two. 1 more. Squeeze. And release. What we're going to do now is, you're going to take it down to the mat. Lower back's embedded into the floor. Taking your legs up. And you're going to focus, or you can do that if you can't keep both your legs up. And we're going to roll the ankle. So you're going to take your right foot and move it from left to right. Lovely. And just rolling that a couple of times. Do it nice and slow. Working through that ankle joint. Just feeling it roll around. If there's any cracking or anything like that, that is just the tension leaving the foot. And just keep on rolling it. Give me 5 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolling the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep on going, ladies and gentlemen. I can feel it through my entire leg now as the ankle starts to fatigue just a little bit. Don't overdo it. And when it becomes too sore, or if you start to stiffen up a little bit, then just drop out of it. Give me 5 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing it down. Taking your other foot up. And same thing, left to right. You're probably wondering why we're doing this from a lying down position. Of course, you can do it from a standing position, but I thought this is just also a moment for you to practice having that low back embedded into the mat. using that newfound spinal mobility from the first workouts. Keep working into that ankle, really adding mobility into it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go to 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep on working, ladies and gentlemen. Just try and keep that leg as straight as you can. Try not to move it too much. Give me 5 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing it down. Bringing it back up into a seated position. And I just want you to take your foot, taking your one leg forward, putting your foot onto your thigh, taking your hands, and try and put a finger in between each set of toes. Digging it in. As you can see, just like that. I know this is very, very difficult for some people if you don't practice it. Something I did come across is if people know those toe separators that you use when you paint your nails, fantastic to use to really keep those toes nice and separated. And if you suffer with any pain in your foot, it's a brilliant thing to use. So go out and get yourselves a toe separator. But in lieu of that, fingers. And then just manipulate it just a little bit, rolling those toes, really stretching those fingers down into the gaps of the toes. I had a yoga instructor who this was part of his everyday training. And the warm-up was to really manipulate that foot and really get into those toes. Now, I never understood it at first, but now becoming a Pilates instructor myself, I can see the benefits of really working that foot. And let's release that. Bring it up into the other foot. Fingers into each gap of the toes. Really try and get it down as far as you can, pressing those toes open, and just manipulate through that foot. Really manipulate that foot. Dig your fingers as deep as you can go. There we go. Of course, if you have a spiky ball, one of those like little massage balls, I know I've got a set of 2. Those are very, very good. Just to put on the floor and just to roll your foot up and down over the ball. But if you don't have one of those, a little golf ball also works very well, a tennis ball, squash ball, anything really that will provide you with a bit, and a lacrosse ball, or like a hockey ball. Just put it on the floor and just roll your foot over it from the bottom to the top. But saying that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our mobility for the foot and the ankle. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that share button, and please tell all your friends about Pilates with B. And I really hope you're enjoying this series so far. We'll have another one for you on Tuesday. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But until then, please have an awesome weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.